to the Y.
The radio station with more.
Y to the Y to the Y.
The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to.
You're listening to
This is
Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra.
Land of the rising sun, we love and cherish. Beloved homeland of our brave heroes. We must defend our lives or we shall perish. We shall protect our hearts from all our foes. But if their prize is that for all we hold dear, then let us die without a shred of fear. Held to be Africa, consecrated nation. O fatherland, this be our solemn pledge. Defending this shall be a dedication. Spilling our blood we count a privilege. The waving standard which emboldens the free shall always be a flag of liberty. We shall emerge triumphant from this ordeal, and through the crucible unscathed we'll pass. When we are poised the wounds of battle to heal, we shall remember those who died in mass. Then shall our trumpets build the glorious song of victory. We scarred our minds around. Oh God, protect us from the hidden pitfall. Guide all our movement lest we go astray. Give us the strength to hear the humanist call, to give and not to count their cost each day. Bless those who rule to serve with resoluteness, to make this climb a land of righteousness.
Yeah, man. This one is the stars of Biafra, in Biafra land. We're gonna take Saguari away from our back province. Legend Rasta, Baba Chomzi. Boom.
Danny Chris on the beat.
I see you, Jenny.
See me, I come from Biafra. See, I come from Biafra. I come from the land of the rising sun, is the land of my birth. See me, I come from Biafra. Oh, I am from Biafra. Yeah, I'm proud of the land of the rising sun, is the land of my birth.
I will never be frustrated. I will never run away.
I will never run away.
I will always believe in the one the king and my father told me.
My father told me.
Oh, my Biafra is a beautiful place, and it's so good for the people to live. No wonder people they are free, no oppression here to see. If you like, make you follow me, go. I'm gonna show you many things you will like, and so be inside the Biafra life.
See me, I come from Biafra. See, I come from Biafra. I come from the land of the rising sun, is the land of my birth. See me, I come from Biafra. Oh, I am from Biafra. Yeah, I'm proud of the land of the rising sun, is the land of my birth.
I wanna go. Plenty things I see make me wanna go. No matter say no matter what they do, Biafra is my land full of good people. No matter what they do to bring us back, forward never, backward never. Let me hear you say freedom, brother. Let me hear you say freedom. Let me hear you say freedom. My sister, let me hear you say no, no. Freedom, oh yeah, nah.
See me, I come from Biafra. See, I come from Biafra. I come from the land of the rising sun. Is the land of my birth. See me, I come from Biafra. Oh, I am from Biafra. Yeah, I'm proud of the land of the rising sun. Is the land of my birth. See, I'm the daughter of the Most High. We are the children of the Most High. They are planning for our downfall, but the Most High is on our side. Gone are the days of misery. Truly, right now we are seeing victory. Hey, all I see is freedom. No matter what they do, we are gonna be free. Hey, I'm proud to be a Biafran, baby. I'm not ashamed to be a Biafran, baby. See me, I come from Biafra. See, I come from Biafra. See, I come from Biafra. I come from the land of the rising sun. Is the land of my birth. See me, I come from Biafra. Oh, I am from Biafra. Yeah, I'm proud of the land of the rising sun. Is the land of my birth. I'm proud to be a Biafran.
Make way for God, them and them. He don't call them and do them and not be vampires. Make way for them. This way you didn't have them and them. For Abba provides them. We gotta put respect to our leader, Mazin Namdekano. May you go to them and bless and protect all Biafrans. We love Biafra. One love.
Danny Chris on the beat.
Yes, so once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscientious people wherever you are all over the world, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. And of course, this is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Radio Biafra London. Radio Biafra London is being anchored by the deputy leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. His name is Mazi Uche Okafor Mefo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. Mazi Uche Okafor Mefo is the man who has simply assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. This is one word I keep reminding us. I do not expect everybody to understand the mindset behind those words, but one day you shall. Mazi Uche Okafor Mefo is standing in a deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader. His name is Mazen Nande Okukano. He is the king of Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State. Abia State is Biafra land. Mazen Nande Kano is the director of Radio Biafra as well as Biafran Television. He is the leader of IPOB, and may I remind you, for over 60 years, nobody have been able to stand up to speak for the collective interests of the Biafran people until he came. By the special grace of Chukwu Okike Abiama, I remain George Onyibe. I come from Abo. Abo is in Delta State. Delta State is Biafra land. And of course, I have the privilege of serving the indigenous people of Biafra as the African rep and the Nigerian interim national coordinator, Adiamama. We must proceed to acknowledge the Creator, Chukwu Okike Abiama, the one who sits in heaven and presides over the affair of man. For in the end, he is the one who has set our feet upon this path that we must follow. Though the enemy will rise up and come against us like a flood, he will raise a standard against them. For we have worked very hard to make sure we are working within the preamble of law, that our dictators in the end will not be able to stand before us in any competent court jurisdiction. Yes, they can decide to turn us down. they can decide to ignore us, harass us, intimidate us, make every available attempt with the idea they have to shut us down. They will understand that we are Biafran in the end. And that is why, considering the fact that God is the lifting up of our head, we always come here with confidence, assurance that that which led us out to this point will also lead us to the end. And then I can't proceed until I acknowledge him. Chineke anyị dị mma o, Chineke anyị dị mma, itu ọ bụ n'idowe ihe ule ya, Chineke anyị mara mma o, onye anyị na-efe mara mma o, m'ụtụtụ n'abalị n'efifie o, onye anyị na-efe mara mma o. Banululu anyo na banululu anyo, banululu anyo na banululu anyo. Onwere mgbe ike mmadụ ga-akarị ike Chukwu. Onwere mgbe ike mmadụ ga-akarị ike Chukwu. Nna banulu okike kele ụwa banululu anyo. Anyị na-aja gị mma o, maka n'eziokwu ebu sọ mma ye, ịhụnanya na gị, obiọma gị o juru anya dadio, inwe gị mgbanwe o, ọ dịghị onye dịka gị, ịbụ Alfa na Omega, anyị niile na-asị na ịdị mma o. Ọkwa gị bụ echeta obi esike o, ọkwa gị bụ ike anyị ji aga ye, ọkwa gị kewara osimiri le, imekwa nwanya ga ka ọ tụrụ ime, ọkwa gị yo Chineke o, igbu oke mmiri na-ebu ogwe, ọkwa gị yo Chineke ma n'ibuchi me, ibuchi me n'ibuchi m, ibuchi anya anyị ji ahụ ụzọ, agada gbajiri zọ nwoke obiọma o, olileanya nke ndị Biafra o, anyị na-erere ọkụ na anyị ragbara ọkụ, ọ gịnị ka ga-eji toro gị ye gị nna, anyị ga na-akwụ isi ala ye gị nna me n'ibuchi m. Chukwu n'ịdị mma o, Jehova n'ịdị mma, olileanya ndị Biafra o n'ịdị mma o, ọmaka si biwale o n'ịdị mma, ezi Chineke m o, narị ekele o, mgbe niile. Ise, I don't pray for myself, I pray for people. I don't pray for myself, I pray for people. I worship my Creator. I come before him with worship. It doesn't make sense to me. I cannot beg my father to pay my school fees. I tell him. He knows our need and want. He will not let us down. We pray for people anyway. And as always, we will go ahead to our topic this evening on this segment, which is simply titled, What exactly is Nigeria up to? What exactly is Nigeria up to? Once in a while, it is important we have a moment of reflection to help us ascertain where we are coming from, where we are, as well as to enable us understand where we are going to. What is Nigeria up to? And maybe I should begin to say, what is African leaders up to? It's all been almost 50 years for most of the countries in Africa. They had independence. We understand that the independent itself is not independent, but rather independent. Because with the present independent, the Europeans still steal from Africa. France and other colonial masters are still stealing. But I should be sincere enough to remind Africans that they are not stealing everything that we have. Yes, they are stealing in large quantities, okay. But we have enough to make us build our economy in the midst of these armed robbers without apology. Or should I be polite? Sorry, let's be polite. In the midst of all this guardian angel, the colonial master, we still have all the means to survive, at least give good life to our people. As a child, India was referred to one of the poorest or the poorest country in the world. I have a brother, or rather an uncle by the name Sami Sani. He was with the Nigerian military. He was assigned to fight in India then. And you see, when I say my uncle is Sami, does it not surprise all of you? He served with Nigerian army in India, who went to help to bring normalcy to India then. I can't remember the year because I was still very small. But I know when he came back, he was telling us his encounter out there. He told us that when he arrived in India, they gave him a soap. That this soap was so small that he almost complained. But since nobody was complaining, he kept quiet. He said, do you know this tiny soap? He used it for more than 3 months. And in most cases, even when he forgot the soap in a bucket of water, pool of water, the soap never dissolved. And so it's not about the quantity, but the quality. India rose up from this very humble beginning. They may not have come out to boast to be among world power, but may I announce to you that whether you like it or not, India stands to be among the world powers. Do you know how many aircraft carriers they have? Do you know how many ballistic missiles at their disposal? Do you know that if India shut down their pharmaceutical platform today, many countries will die of different disease without name? Now you understand. From nowhere they got to here, and they are still pushing hard. Should I remind you about China? Do I take you back about to Japan? They saw poverty in the highest order. The same guardian angel that is afflicting us here in Nigeria, here in Africa, afflicted them also. May I remind you that this guardian angel afflicted America, this guardian angel, Europeans, guardian angel, they afflicted India. This same guardian angel of colonial masters, they afflicted China and Japan, among others. But they survived. They did. But here in Africa, what are you people up to? Your people are very poor, living a miserable life. But the money all of you have stolen from our account, our reserve, can buy the whole of Europe. That is why it looks like they don't pity for us. That is why they look at us as if we are not reasonable. I must tell the guardian angel in the name of colonial masters across the globe that all of us are not as useless and as idiotic as the rulers of Africa. It looks like the guardian angel did their job well by selecting certain group of individuals. I do not know the name to call them tonight. And they put them over their head of affair in Africa. And that is why you see somebody at the age of 130 years, he's still dragging for second tenure. Onyamon Wihen. Onyamon Wihen. All of us are not like them. And certainly we will not be like them. But I'm not talking to Africans this evening. But I'm talking to Nigerians. What are you up to, Nigeria? What exactly are you up to? Like I said, sometime my father said to be able to cover more ground, you need to pause. This is the time every prisoner in Nigeria, in the name of Oduduwa, in the name of Arewa, in the name of Biafra, should begin to ask themselves questions. What are we up to, Nigerians? This is a time for a moment of reflection. Are we progressing? Are we progressing? Where exactly are we coming from? Can you compare it and be very proud of yourself about the position where we are today? And considering where we are today, can you beat your hand in the chest and tell me that this Nigerian has a future called tomorrow? I say hell no. And if these dreams and aspiration of ours is so fragile that they cannot see the light of another day, why die in one Nigeria? Why die in one Nigeria? Ordinary one radio station, Radio Biafra. Look at how all your life have become. You were hiding it before. And that is where my people will say, you can be Oduduwa, you can be Arewa, you can be Biafran, but Odohuya Kondenyile. What is Nigeria up to? You ask yourself a question. We consider where Nigeria is coming from. Where are we coming from? After independence, when the guardian angels left, we know they didn't leave, but let us assume they leave as protocol demand. We had the privilege to change our destiny like every other country. But greedy individuals soon came up and hijacked the whole system. Then our economy was high. Things was good. Every country in Africa were running down to Nigeria. Do you know the Israel people you see today, most of them could not survive until they come to Nigeria? And when somebody say, oh, beg Israel, are you people not ashamed? Israel were coming to Nigeria for refugee some time ago. And then with every resources available, they saw money. Most of you don't know that there was a time Nigerian pounds was higher than British pounds. Most of you don't know. One of the idiots who ruled Nigeria ran to London. When he got to London, he said, Nigeria have problem. Nigeria have problem. We have problem. The guardian's angel told him, what is your problem? He said, too much money. Too much money. Nigeria have too much money. That is our problem. And the guardian angel said to him, that is not a problem. Just go back home and lavish the money. Lavish all the money. The group of intellectuals you are seeing today now, the second-hand guardian angel who are guiding us inside Nigeria, they now celebrated Idol. First Act 77. Or is it First Act 76? Jack on Day group of company. They built house and invited the whole world. Come and do Ogomo, come and do Ifarose, come and worship Idol, because we have too much money. From that day to today, Nigeria never recovered. After the celebration of First Act 76, a lot of things, or is it 77 or 76? Not too sure about it anyway. But after the celebration of First Act, Nigerians begin to backslide into oblivion. From one challenge to another. From one setback to another. That if you want to open your mind and think about what is happening in Nigeria, all of us should be ashamed of ourselves. A serving minister came to tell you that for 33 years, his office has been working very hard to see how they can manufacture suya. Suya. You heard me. 33 years, Senate were interviewing him. What have you been doing? He said for 33 years, Nigerian Fulani have been working to see how they can manufacture suya. Is God not wonderful? When you check where we are coming from, we have all that it takes to become all we wish to become. They deliberately messed it up because that is how Nigeria is meant to be. If we want to consider where we are at this moment, it's a no-go area. You just can't talk about it. Where will you start from? Is it the electricity that we have? Is it the third road that we can be proud of? Do we actually have access to pipe-borne water? Is somebody going to tell me we have medical facilities? Are you telling me the educational system is okay to you? I'm asking you in Nigeria. Are you telling me the transport system is actually advancing? And then what about the aviation industry as well as the maritime industry? Is somebody out there going to tell me that companies and industry are still doing well? Could somebody remind me about the level and the capacity of employment in Nigeria? What exactly are we going to be proud of in this Nigeria? And then I ask you, what are you up to? Should we celebrate Fulani headsmen, Miati Allah, Boko Haram? Should we celebrate forgery, 419? Are we going to celebrate deception, looting? What are we up to? New generations trapped in Nigeria from every extraction. Ask yourself this question. And then you begin to understand the kind of journey we are all embarking on. It is a journey of no return, I must tell you. Where are we going to? Where exactly are we going to? There are serious arrangements ongoing. How to mortgage our life for another 8 years. How to mortgage our life another 8 years. A lot of drama are going up. Oh, they are fainting. When they ask you, bring your money, you faint. That is a new pattern. When this regime started, animal was swallowing money. It was animal that was embezzling money. Snake is swallow Wayek money. Chimpanzee carry Aso Rock money. Rat eat money. Is it rat or rudin? Ndioshi. Now we have gotten to another stage. They begin to burn offices. They know you know they are burning those offices to cover their looting track. And now they are fainting. Who will faint next? But I want you to look at yourself as a Nigeria. Anytime these people carry out this fraudulent, dirty, stinking character, they mock out all of us. They sit down and they say we cannot do anything. But I ask a simple question tonight. What is Nigeria up to? What is Nigeria up to? If you consider the amount of resources we have in this country, ask yourself, what is Nigeria up to? We have oil and gas. We have gold and silver. We have diamonds and clay. We have stones and so many other natural resources. Zinc, copper, cobalt, including alloy aluminium. We have all of them in Nigeria. Considering the amount of resources we have, where are we heading to? People don't understand. There are many areas in Ebonyi State. Also some area in Enugu State. The clay they have there, you have no idea. We will export marble from Biafra land. But Ebonyi is one of the poorest states in Africa. And of course, should I say the government of Ebonyi State is doing well? I think he's the most the best governor in the whole of Biafra land. Ebonyi State governor, I repeat, is the best governor in the whole of Biafra land. Considering where Ebonyi State is today, I never believe it. Because when I went to Ebonyi in the 90s, before the creation, he looked like Orogodo to me. Go there now. Even if it is only an electric bulb that man was able to buy, he's doing well. But I'm telling you that in Ebonyi State, outside the clay, if we have to talk about the granite stone there, we will do exploits. But should I tell you that Ebonyi have almost the poorest youth in Biafra land? One of the poorest. They are very hardworking, so I won't consider them even at that. They are very hardworking. I think the poorest should be Biafran youth who are not hardworking, yet they are poor. Because there is nothing left for them to depend on in their own land. Everywhere they frustrate them, so they have to fall aside. This is Ebonyi State for you. Considering the amount of resources in Biafra land, Are we talking about gold in Modakeke and Ife land? Of course, I won't mention other resources elsewhere because they sell and they chop alone. But the one in our land, they kill and divide. Do you know that in Alaja, if you pack sand from Alaja, if you pack sand from Imo River, do you know you can melt this sand down and it turn to louvers or glass? Most of you don't know. If you are moving from Port Harcourt to Aba, try and focus on some of the batches they build along the road there. Some of them, you will see them pack sand inside the batcher. Most of you are wondering, why are they packing sand inside the house? That sand you are seeing is extracted from Imo River. Pack some of them, put it inside pots and begin to heat it. It will melt. That is what they use to manufacture bottle. Imagine if we are allowed to harness these resources in our land. There will be no China, there will be no Japan. Because we will be China, Japan, America, and everything all together. And so when somebody is telling you, hey, you are the cause of your problem, we are not the cause of our problem. For God's sake, we will get there. What is Nigeria actually up to? During the war, we refined the crude oil, the petrol, the diesel, and the gasoline. We need to run our engine. We didn't consult anybody. You call it fire today. But 53 years later, Nigerian cannot even manage a Brazilian refinery they have. And now that is to tell you, they deliberately don't want to repair those refineries. Because how can you benefit from it? If without the aid of any Western advanced civilization, Ojukwu and his men were able to build a refinery, locally manufacturing crude oil, successfully deciding them from petrol to kerosene to whatever you are, even up to aviation fuel. Because it's on record they were able to make their own aircraft. An aircraft don't use kerosene but aviation fuel. But then 50 years on or more, Nigeria is telling you we cannot repair the refinery because the parts are dated. Are you people serious? The question tonight is, what is Nigeria up to? Considering the human capacity, one should ask a question seriously. What is Nigeria up to? Do you know what is human capacity? We have it in Biafra land. That is why Ojukwu and his men, they sang a song. People do not read meaning into what they encounter day to day. That is why sometimes we are where we are. I remember in one of those war songs sung by Ojukwu and his men, one of them said, maybe I will not be able to sing it very well, but I think it's saying, everything in this world is complete in Biafra land. Ihe niile dioma zuru na alia Biafra. Ife niile dioma wancha niile zuru na alia Biafra. Talking about human capacity, there are certain things we don't say. It will do us no good as many people will misunderstand us. There are things we can manufacture. There are things we can build. There are things we can produce. You have no idea. We have the human capacity. That is why the Nigerian state are deliberately trying to destroy the human capacity, having looted the natural resources. They have Ministry of Eradication of Initiative. Yes, you heard me well. Nigeria have Ministry of Eradication of Initiative. That is ministry to damage your brain. Little wonder many people cannot reason properly. Honestly, when you check about what we would have been able to achieve as Nigerian with our international connections, influence, relationship, we can do wonder. Japan has to go to America, form an alliance with them. Americans, they served Americans for 100 years. They were taught the very technology, the pride of today. And after which they return, most of them return home to build their home. And though others sat behind, but they came back home and made proper use of what they have. Today, which country can America even threaten Japan? Can America threaten Japan? But today, look at us. With everything that we have, look at us. They give you money to pay for scholarship for children so they can go and study overseas and come back and become human beings. You will not give them that money. And when they ask you to give account, you will start forming Nollywood. Who is deceiving who here? I'm just asking to now. Nigerians, what are you up to? If you are not ashamed, we will help you show you shame. If no, I understand there are many countries out there who would have supported us. They think we are not serious people. They think we are not reasonable people. We are better allowed to be left to rot and die miserably. That is what they think of us. And so next time you are coming to people like me to show us you are intellectual, you better pack your motor very well. Considering where we are as we speak, what do we have to say about what we have on ground and the role that is being played with our leader? At this moment, what do we have to say now? Nigerians, what can you boast of? Okay. They work hard, though. Brutai and company, we are chasing IPOB. Yes, Nigeria is working. They are chasing IPOB. Honestly, they are working. What do we have on ground? The government of the corruption fighter, what do you have? What do we have? You proud Nigeria, what do you have? The money your father stole? Or the money you are using us to do 419 to collect? You cannot pride yourself over us because you have access to stolen money. I'm talking to those who father are in charge of political affairs, helm of affairs, stealing without evidence. What do we have on ground? Is it company? Is it industry? Is it the commerce? What exactly do we have? Of course, when our lines are open, tell me what you can be proud of. Of course, Nigerians, come in. Call, tell us why you are proud of Nigeria. If you know the amount of resources that is in this town, I have said this before, but let me say it again because of this study. The first day I came into Port Harcourt, I came in here with my boss, who happens to be the manager of that company belonging to Poland that I work with. And when we entered Port Harcourt here, I now asked him, because it was my first time, I said, is this Port Harcourt? He said, yes. I said, this is what they call Garden City. He said, yes. This one that look like Garbage City. He said, yes. I said, I can't believe it. From oil mill till we get to First Artillery, the only reasonable property I can see out there, that was 1998, was SPDC Shell ROA. Shell ROA. And when we get to Rumobiakane Junction, I remember vividly well. And I said, but why do they call here Garden City? Because in those days, some of my town boys that work with SPDC, when they are coming home, they come with executive jetta. Of course, you know, poor boys don't use Santana or executive jetta. It was one of the highest kind in their time. Equivalent to Honda, Civic, and the rest of them, IVCT Tech. And then my boss quietly told me, he said, ignore, forget about how you are looking at this city. But the money that is changing overhand in this city is bigger than the whole Nigeria. What a powerful statement. My boss told me to ignore what I'm seeing in Port Harcourt. All the tashas, batch everywhere. He said ignore it. The amount of money that is rotating hand in this Port Harcourt is bigger than the whole Nigeria. Yes, you heard me. If the money rotating in Port Harcourt is bigger than Nigeria, brothers, what about the one rotating in Akwa Ibom? What about the one rotating in Bayelsa? What about the one rotating in Delta? What about the one rotating in Imo? What about the one rotating in Abia, Anambra, Imo, Ebonyi? What about this money rotating in Edo State? If they put it together, can you tell me we'll still be here? And then some cheap criminals are robbing and jumping up and down. And when we talk, they judge us by our words. And we are a playing spectator for them. Very soon you start clapping hand for them. Call your Nyuku, call your Nyantao. But we tell you, you will not go far with this. Considering what we have on ground, what are the role they are playing? What are the role our leaders are playing? What are the role Nigerian leaders are playing to make sure that things are fine, things are moving well? They all travel across the globe. What do they travel to do? They answer big boy. They go to Bishop Avenue in London and buy the whole house there. So it looks as if they are related to Queen of England. The money given to you to take care of your community, to take care of your people, to build infrastructures, set up education facility, medical facility, you bank them everywhere across the globe. And you want the world to show us mercy. What are you up to, Nigerian leaders and Nigerians? What are you up to? At the end of the day, they blame you for being responsible at everything. They think you are the one responsible, and you think it that way. I have had the privilege of engaging people in discussion. When we discuss about the politics and the issues surrounding Nigeria, many people are fast to say, now we be the cause, now we be the cause. I was in a taxi one day. We got to a particular dangerous spot where people were selling on the highway. One woman behind said, our people no get sense. Our people no get sense. How can they be selling on the highway? This is unacceptable. If motor kill them now, they go say our government. I didn't say anything. We'll proceed. We got to another spot. We still meet somebody who supposedly was on the wrong lane and supposed to be contravened. This woman start again. How can he trafficate when he want to turn? He want to kill us. These people are the problem. After they will blame government. But you are not a trailer driver. To understand that to wheel the driver of a trailer, it goes anti-clockwise. I keep quiet. And we get to another point. This woman was just blaming the people of Nigeria for every problem. I couldn't bear it. I turned and I looked at the woman. I said, are you a police? He said, no. I said, the way you are sounding, I'm beginning to want. How do you reason? Government no build market, you blame the people. Driver no turn well, you blame the people. We don't reach here again, you still blame us. Are you a police? Because Nigerian police, once they are ready, determined to take money from you, no matter what you do, your money must come out. They ask you, where is your particulars complete? You will give them spare tire receipt. If you have spare tire receipt, you will tell them the model of engine oil you use to service your motor. If you know the model of the engine oil, you will tell them where you bought the water to put in your radiator, and you must bring the receipt. You are not going anywhere. Today, in every situation, they want you to be blamed for it, and you believe it. At the end of the day, they open Nigerian radio for you. Yes, how do you see this government? How is their performance? And people will come and say, yes, the government is trying, they are doing well. And I think they are doing well, they are doing well. We used to have lights 2 hours before. And now, as you can see, we are having lights now 5 hours in a month. Are you ashamed? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Just make a phone call to Benin Republic. I'm sure for the past 6 years, their light has not gone down. You are coming on radio, normal human being black. If I talk like our leader now, we cause trouble. If I curse you now, it will look like another thing. Yes, the government is trying. At least we are having light 3 hours in a month. It's a working development. Are you okay? Just call Cotonou here. Cotonou here. I'm sure for the past 6 years, their light has not blinked. To you now, you think everywhere in the world they used to take light, like Nigeria. They blame you for it. Outside work on development, we move to another level. And we are the cause. They use you, they call you militant, they call you name, they kill you. Who is using Boko Haram? Who are the sponsors of Boko Haram? But the reason why all these things continue to project itself and all it continue, I must tell you, transcending from one generation to another, it is because actually we have failed to do what we are supposed to do. In a situation where you know that those who are at the corridor of power do not have any plan, no agenda for the people, what do? We become spectator and clap for them. What do we do? A lot of people talk about revolution, but they know nothing about revolution. It is our duty to call them to account. By every means necessary, it is our duty to call them to account and stop being fooled for all these people. How many lifetime do we have, for God's sake? People don't understand how these things work. How many lifetime do we have? One of our brother who is supposed to be a renowned engineer, only God knows how many vehicles he would have been, automobile he would have been able to manufacture before his death. Nigerian killed that dream. And what do we do about it? Oh, rest in peace, rest in peace. What about those talents? What about those gifts? What about those inventors? What about those founders who were there to lead the world into the next level of evolution? Technologically, where are they? Thailand's been destroyed inside this Nigeria. I ask a simple question. Nigerians, what are you up to? Yoruba intellectuals, what are you up to? Hausa intellectual, what are you up to? Fulani intellectual, what are you up to? Biafran intellectual, what are all of you up to? And you want us to look at everything around us and be very proud of you? Well, that is left for the next generation of Biafran to decide. If we are going to allow these people to be bamboozling us, and then we look ourselves as the enemy and the problem of the very system, I think our misery has just begun. But I have to tell you this day that everybody, Nigerian youth, must rise up from every corner where you come from. It doesn't matter your breed, it doesn't matter your creed, it doesn't matter who you are. If we fail to stand up, these people will take from us all that is left of us. They will destroy all that is left of us, because this is the only plan and agenda they have. Our people must begin to ask ourselves question. What is Nigeria up to? What is Nigeria up to? What is the agenda of Nigeria for Nigerians? It will shock you. What are the agenda? The only agenda they have is to make sure every one of us is perpetually impoverished. That is why, as we speak, if you go to the communities, remote communities, you will be ashamed, I must tell you. You will be ashamed of level of poverty that you will see. You will be ashamed of level of hunger you will see. A sister was telling me how he heard somebody who was begging for 20 naira to buy onions. And the sister told me he couldn't bear it. She couldn't bear it. The question I ask once again is, what is Nigeria up to? I'll be back in a minute.
are hypocrites. No matter what you do, we are going home. Going to the land of the rising sun.
Biafra's going to our home. Biafra's going to our home. That is our promised land, where we came from. We are going there someday. Someday we are going over there. Over there. Over there. We are going over there. Over there.
This is a clarion call from Edith of Fossil Zone 1 in Abia Province, in the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are in this platform for the restoration of Biafra because we are proud of the land of rising sun. Biafrans are blessed with natural resources, we are blessed with human resources, we are blessed with great technology, and so on and so forth. We never call for war, we never call for hatred, we never call for discrimination, but we call for peace, unity, love, freedom, which is our main goal. Biafra is an Asian nation which was earlier colonized by the British in the earlier 18th century. And Biafra nation has been foretold in the prophecies like Nostradamus 400 years back that a powerful prince will arise in the world as the trigger of the gun, that he will be the envy of other princes, and the other prince will try to subdue his arise, but all will be a failure to them. Biafra is an Asian nation that lies along the Atlantic Ocean of Africa with great potential of greatness. Biafra is a nation that will restore peace, liberation, future hope towards our generation. Our predecessors have fought their own, and we present Biafras are not going to relent or surrender to this struggle. We are determined to restore our holy land, which is Biafra, with one voice, one accord, one command, and one agenda, which is Biafra. We all thank Almighty Chukwu Okike Abiyama for His grace, protection, love, care, because we are all alive in the land of the living. God have organized a seeking peace province in Biafra land. Biafra, you are great indeed, the kingdom of God here on earth. We also thank our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the great prince and an icon, the liberator of this global struggle of our time, and Deputy Mazi Jemifo, and all the principal of state, coordinators, IGroup family members all around the world, lovers of freedom. This song is from AC Joe and Berry from Fossil Zone 1 in Abia Province. Thank you all, and may Chukwu Okike Abiyama bless you all in Yahweh's name. He said,
over there, over there. We are going over there. Over there.
Yes, of course, at this moment, our lines are open. Our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. 070-815-45642 is our WhatsApp number. And our direct line is 081-221-52971. 081-221-52971 is our direct line. And the special number for the female is 081-288-58614. 081-288-58614 is our female line. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yes, Mazonibe.
Good evening from here, Aganeku. Go ahead, please.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, Ogbuefi. Onyema Onyibe. Good evening, sir. Good evening, Ogbuefi Nnamdi Okukano. Good evening, Ogbuefi Uchenna Okafor. Good evening, all the principal officer IPOB. Good evening, all IPOB worldwide. I remain your humble servant. Nwoye. Ogbuefi Nwoye Chinedumu Nwanweke Aganeku. Wake omelu nke ise, nke isii, nke isaa, nke asatọ, nke itenaanị, nke iri na anọ n'Imo. I resided here in Como, Italy. Yes, we remain the same. Yesterday, today, tomorrow, and forever. That is why we are saying what we are saying today, because what is happening in the land is unbearable. They can't boast out a dime. They can't boast out nothing. Only what they are doing is routine. Why they says that they will start manufacturing toothpick, pencil. Mazonibe, I'm happy the way you are hitting it on the head. I'm very, very happy, because our people, one of my brothers says that our problem is that we are not asking questions. And one says that we are the cause. There is one day I tried to tell one man to come and join IPOB meeting. He's telling me that is it IPOB, this, that we are the cause. That we are the cause. I asked him, how are we the cause? You know, he can't tell me why we are cause. Then later he now bring mouth to my leader. You know, he now bring mouth to our leader. I hold on for him to say what I will understand. He never say what I understand. That we are just doing our own, my own. And the Fulani people, they are there robbing, you know, doing ally with others. And I say, no, man, say something. You never say anything, because some people never did that thing you are saying. You now say, is he not what this one now is doing now? Talking, cussing everybody. I say, no. There is something that brings cause. If you didn't do like father, your child will help you and rob you everything, will help and spoil everything. And another one, I continue telling him, come meeting. He don't want to come meeting. He don't want to join. But if he meet me on the road, he will start telling me, man, fire. There is fire on the mountain in Nigeria. I say, what? There is fire on the mountain. But did you know there is people that is causing that fire? And I'm telling you to come and join the people that are causing that fire, so that you know where the fire is coming out from. He don't want to come. And I warn him to the last. Never you confronted me and telling me that there is fire on the mountain in Nigeria, because I ask you to come and join the people that are causing that fire. You don't want to come. Never you confronted me again. Since that day, he never confronted me. He just, if you see me, just greet me and pass. Yes. So, our people, we are the most educated people, I must say, because there is one, yesterday you said parable. We are talking, our people are giving parable. There is one parable that we used to use, you know. Asoe zanya, nkataniru, gwayoku. Because that is our own. We will be giving you respect. But if you don't do what we expect you to do, what you're supposed to do, you don't take control of your responsibilities, we will cover our face with basket and tell you that thing that we want to tell you, you know. And if you send us, there is another one says, you understand me? If you send me a message to message a king, I will go and message king, but I can never carry king on my head. So that is the thing. Our people are most educated people, but some people don't know. You know. So Mazonibe, let me don't go more further, because why I call is because I'm very, very happy on what is happening. Nigeria, we must remove that name. I continue saying it. We must remove that name called Nigeria from the map of this planet. And we are warning Europe that are supporting them. Europeans that are supporting them, because European top officials, they are all criminals. They are robbing our people, and they come back and they rob their people also. You understand me? They rob their individual people also. That is why the whole world is in big mess today. If I tell you the kind mess the whole world is into, you pity them. The whole world is in big mess, and the people that caused it is the people that says they are intellectual, that they know all. If that is the way you behave, they say, look at the illiterate, look at the illiterate. Why? They are the one irritating. They are the one irriterate. Instead of them to say the truth, they don't want to say. Let me go just say one thing again. My brothers and sisters, go back to your root. It's not back to Ogoni. It's not back to Amok. It's not back to Ikanka or night nonsense or lodge nonsense. All those nonsense that they brought us is not going back to there. Back to your root. Because what makes you who you are is in your father's compound. Go start there. Go and start from that your compound, and your Omunna is very, very important, because Omunna is the government they destroy and put us in this mess. Thank you very much, Mazoni. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother. We must continue. Call out the line. Call out the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, good evening. I'm calling from...
Go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead, please. Call on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, I am here. Mazoni, good evening.
From here. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, this is Mazi Ududur. I'm calling from New Delhi in India. Mazi, you are doing a great job. Mazi, all I want to say tonight, I want to urge my people from Ishu, where they create a 4 zone on during the weekend. We saw them and we need them to open more zone, including Amandoa. Amuria, let them create zone everywhere there. We see what they're doing there. As they create new zones for, we need them to cover everywhere. And Mazi, what makes me to come online this night, I want to advise our people, everywhere you are living now, please listen. There is a game changing what they're doing now in the kidnapping of our child in church. So whenever your wife is going to church, take good care of your children. They just kidnapped one now from Anambra. Last week, they kidnapped from Imo State. That is a coronavirus. People need money. So take a very good care of your children. If you're hearing now, please call your sister or your brother anywhere they stay in Nigeria. Let them take care of our children. Anywhere you are now, let this voice, please make it to go viral, because they are kidnapping in church. Not everybody have time to say Facebook, or they kidnap their own. That is the game changing now, what they are doing in our land. So we need this message to go to everybody at home. Let them keep our child safe. Almost heavier from us.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Yes, a caller on the line. Your name and where are you calling from?
Hello.
Good evening from here.
Good evening from Biafra land.
Go ahead.
My name is Nandi Victor. I'm calling from Port Harcourt, River State. Sir, I'm looking every year, no more IPOP in this Port Harcourt, River State. And I want to join IPOP in this Port Harcourt, River State. Sir,
send me your name, your location, and your phone number. I will follow it up from there. Thank you very much. Send it to me on text message. Name, location, and phone number.
But I'm not in Facebook. I'll send that to this direct line.
No problem. Thank you very much. Yes, a caller on WhatsApp. Are you still there?
Yes.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Good evening, Mazonibe.
Good evening. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. My name is Chukwu Emmanuel. I'm a native of Ishagwe, Ebonyi State, Biafra land. I greet you, Mazonibe. I greet our leader. I greet Mazu Chemefo. I greet all principal IPOB members who are seriously working hard to see that we get to the end of the journey. I want to put it like this. there's one big question that people call themselves Nigeria supposed to be asking Fulanis by now. But nobody is saying anything. Instead, the Fulani are using party, PDP, APC to deceive them. Why they are using the other hand to complete their assignment? The question is this. On 12 October 1960, remember that the independence was made on 1st October 1960. Then on 12th October 1960, 12 days, are you hearing me?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Ahmed Bello made this statement. This country called Nigeria, Shebi, is our father's estate. We must ruthlessly prevent not to change the government. We will use Middle Belt as a marching tool. The South has conquered territory. We will not allow them to rule over us. And we will not allow them to control their own future. This statement was made how many years today? None of these Southern politicians has asked question about this statement. A very huge statement. What they are busy is party, APC, PDP, and the other hand, the Fulani are using the other right hand to continue their process of Fulanization and Islamization. Sometimes this year, even before this year, the Fulani said they own Nigeria from Sokoto to Atlantic Ocean. None of the Southerners has made any statement challenging Fulanis about this huge statement, apart from IPOB and our leader. All these things we have, say they are a political party who have accepted to be a slave in the hands of Fulani. Whatever Fulani told them, that's what they will do. Nobody is ready to ask questions about this very particular point. My question, each time, all these people who are singing one Nigeria, does it mean they don't know the plan of Fulani in Nigeria? If they know the plan of Fulanis, why are they afraid of making even a statement? Talk less of dragging them even to the court, if at all they have court in Nigeria. What they are busy is every 4 years, election. Whatever happened, election has done. They put whoever they want to put. They remove whatever they want to remove. Look at what happened to Were. Where you hear they had one election under PDP. Ayarume come second. Ike wants to come third. And the Hope Uzodimma come last. To show the stupidity of Fulanese. The Replacement Turner, who called himself Chief Judge of Nigeria, after they remove Funehe, they put this Chief Judge of Sharia judge, claiming to be a Chief Judge of the whole Nigeria. The first thing this Chief Judge of Federation, according to them, this is the Planton did, is to remove Ihedioha after 7 months as a governor. And fix Uzodimma, who is number 4. Not even number 2, not even number 3. How do you think that a country like that have future for their people? A country of backward, a country without hope. You mentioned about the refinery. How many refineries are in Nigeria? Upon all this, so many amount of money has been sunk into this refinery, and none of them is working. Sometime last 2 or 3 weeks ago, somebody make a statement that these people for 3 years, the refinery are not working. And they are paying salary every month, even promoting some people that is working in the refinery. How do you think that a country backward like this has hope? There is no future. There will be a future. For how long? What am I trying to put together here is this. Anybody that is hearing my voice this night or evening to you, if you are among of those people who are promoting Nigeria, you are worse than shit hole. That is whom you are. Because there is no way a human being by now will be talking of Nigeria. If anybody claim to be a pastor, to be a reverend, to be a bishop, either arch or whatever you call yourself, and you are praying for Nigeria, continue. You are worse than Satan. Because some of you, we know that some of you are agents of Satan in the name of Christianity. That is what is happening in Nigeria. Nigeria is the only country everywhere is prayer house. Nearly every place is church. And that was where the evil things are happening. So what am I saying? Anybody that claims that he's a man of God and you are promoting one Nigeria, you are a thief. I'm sorry that some people inside the church don't know what is happening. If they will know, they're supposed to. If you see a church telling you about one Nigeria, you take your Bible, you go back to your house. If you don't know what to do, you stay in your house. Or else you change another church. Because that very person is one of the agents. Because the Bible says, by their fruit, we know them. Nigeria is not supposed to be a Nigeria, to be a country. This thing that is happening in Nigeria, Fulani, they know. They know about it. They know they have no sense. They know that they are animal human beings. They have no sense. If you they don't know how to bring things together and form something for ordinary people. What they need, sell the oil, collect the money, steal as many as possible. Anybody put you ahead, you kill them, you go ahead, behaving like animal they are. They are animal human being. That is what Fulani is all about. So let me allow other people to say. Thank you very much, Mazonibe. You are a great man. All hail Biafra.
Almost hail Biafra, my brother. We must continue. Call on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Call on the line. Call on WhatsApp. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Okay, good evening, Maze Jojo Nibe. I love what you are doing and the strength you are putting on every day. May Yahweh bless you and your family and keep strengthening you. So once again, I want to greet everybody. I am Maze Nicholas Ifan Chuku Godwin. I am from Omwaya, from Equator precisely. I reside in Gabon, and by the grace of God, I'm one of the principal officers in Gabon. So I want to use this occasion to thank, first of all, our leader, my own leader, Maze Nnamdi Kanu. May Chukwu Kikabiama keep him strengthened and fortified. Let the Almighty God continue to push him ahead. Wherever he goes, let doors begin to open for him. And also, I want to comment and also thank our deputy, Mazuche, for what he's doing for us. May God also keep him moving and protect him and his family also. So what I want to say this evening, I've been hearing you saying that they like to blame the people that it is our fault. But they should know that we are not the people, the one at fault. They are the ones at fault. Because they are the ones ruling us. We are not the ones ruling them. Though we are the people that place them where they are, but they decided to rotten our life. They decided to make our life miserable. Because of that, I am not happy to be where I am. I am not happy to be where I am. I want to come back to my homeland. I want to live in Biafra land. So because of what they are doing there, we have run away from our country. We are now in another man's country as if we are miscreants. But Chukwu Kikabiama will pay them with all that they are doing. But there's a warning I want to usher this evening. I think I did so last time also that I called. These world powers, people like United States of America, Britain, French, China, Russia, that had veto power, and the UN, they should do all they could to divide Nigeria because we want to be on our own. We don't want to be with Nigeria again. We don't want to be in that country called Nigeria again. We are tired of that nigger area. So we don't want to dwell there again. Let them put everything in place and allow us, Biafran, to go and dwell in our land. We want to be in our father's land. So let them allow us to go. But if they refuse to allow us to go, what is coming on them, they will not be able to carry it. Our people used to say in parable that Miniswohu, Yosu. So if the rain falls upon the servant, that same rain will fall upon the master. So if they don't want to let us go, this rain that is gathering, this cloud that is full of rain will fall upon everybody. And as our people will be dying, their own people will be dying. Because we will become so terrible that the world cannot contain it. So let them allow us to go. We want to go. We don't want to be with Nigeria again. Marriage is not by force. We don't want to dwell with them again. It is enough. We have suffered enough. Yeah? We are wasting our lives, wasting our family's lives. Our parents are even dying behind us, and we can't even go back to our country because of how we are living where we are. So we don't want to dwell with Nigeria again. It is enough. Let them allow us to go. We want to go. Biafra or nothing. If they don't want to give us Biafra, then they have to kill all of us. But let them bear in mind that they will not have any place to hide. Thank you, sir. That's why I will stop this tonight. God bless you.
Thank you, my brother. We must continue. Caller on the line. Your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line. caller on the line. Monitoring Spirit. Good evening from here.
A true son of the soil, a true Biafra. You will live to see Biafra. No, sir. I saw wishing in a way I am wire. That won't fall. Kahana Modommo, Kahano Modommo, where Naka, Dara Namadi Sikera. You know what I'm talking about? I do and I all know. Then I see. Onye ọbụla nọ n'ebe ọ nọ na-arụ nke ma nọrọkwa na-arụ nke maka onwede n'ihe ọzọ onye atụlụrụ n'ụlọ nna ya ọwa ihe ọjọọ asị attack question. Why are you in America? Who are you? That is why our leader has come. He didn't come on his own. The God in heaven Chukwu okike abịama Chineke nke eluigwe nna pụrụ ime ihe niile onye ikikere niile dị n'ọba aka ya ọya wuchi kekere anya nwoke kpakpando ka ọnwa ọya wuchi kekere ka osimiri ka abalị kwa ụtụtụ kee ma gị tara ka ụmụdụ mmụọ niile na Deuteronomy chapter 30 ụlọ ga-agụkwa ya ihe ọma verse 8 and verse 9 is important. Chukwu okike abịama assigned every nation their own, and we Biafrans, He is the only God that we must serve, no other, no matter any ideology they present before you. Forget about that nonsense. The only God in heaven is the God of Biafra, and nobody, who are you to stop the quest for the creation of peace? The sovereign nation of Biafra, Umuchineke, Dara. Biafra, John, you see, chapter 7, very, very important. Check it. That is the man we are seeing there. Nobody other than Americano. All you replace with Jesus. Chapter 6 or chapter 7, John. Very, very important for the East. That man you are seeing there is the Savior of the whole world. Before heaven and the earth, bear me witness for getting this line, not by my power, but by the power of the Most High Creator in heaven. So when the new people are when they came, we have just that is our identity. Do we need to fight for what belongs to us? Strong. Father, settle this matter. God in heaven sent message to you yesterday. First Edith chapter 4. That study it. From verse 35, 36, and 46. Very, very important. That power is bestowed upon you to help the world. Put me aside. Don't delay. Because the more you are delayed, where it will start. All these talibans we know, don't time will stay in the land of Japan. Then we come to America. Then we come to Japan. Then we come every person, and by then we'll be here, starting at you people. But now, instead of you to put your heads together with your Savior, then I'm the kind of war. That man, you see that you take his report on you. The man that the Creator in heaven has sent come and save the whole world. And you are that delaying. My name is Okechi Corner from whom all will be can't hear in the low, the ball I want. Take it for the Nelu, take it for I will the young captain. Oh, Professor, and I'm going there. I bought it to friend and go away. So, Professor, you know what 2 men and they ought to find him while he's doing his drive with a 5 John Diamond for a month. But I didn't know the candidate with the question of the oh, they're going to run out to follow John. I'm going to like a hope for 2 or so. I hope I have. I do not have many days to get a new family. Just as the case of person and a righteous principle to restore the Africa. Look at Mazo. Truth all over him. Look at that Utemefo. Truth all over him. Look at that Nambeka. Why can't you emulate him? I abandon everything and to follow my leader. That's Nambeka. No. To go to Kadama. Not the Taramaya home. So, never know whether that is put California can he or couldn't do that. Oh, now, no, let them I never. You people don't know what is coming for the people. Let's stop it here. But let me pass this direct message to every one of you. Malachi, chapter 4. Go and check it. 5 is very, very important. Pope will be there, see it. And everybody will be there. And the people of Biafra, you will be in the church that day, you will see how your pastor will jump to wind and the time is going down. I'm not going to turn off. I know more what name of my temple. I can't do like it to tell more. I look away. Opera go more. I look our consumer was there. Oh, the military, who back a temple, a catem to mess. A catamajua. Upper Japa. Upper Wangele. Or even about Abani ma ya bi me sha ya ora si be de lo kiti ala ko popala no ma jo ni be ha ko to nda ma di na ben o me de ke da ma so tu ala e be na ma de na bu ka de pe lo ne si ma mo ya ke ba ya ka sa support na dara una ma do o ni ma no mu ti na ke abro ga bondo le ko dai de ai ka ta bra prophet ai sa pro no woman oh Lord, Dara, Dama no bin nan ka de me fa. Paraze la semela, nde to posiro ru na re. Nde bera no kwara. Ai de to atero Dara. Ona bla ti bia fra gida, do no ka no fo. O ko lo ga yo me ko na ngene. E ko no yo bo ka. O so ko. Ka di so ti ba ran den mo. A ti do pe di ke lo ka. Ai ka pa ma. Hey. I'm going to put on one mother, one mother, one money, and I don't know the Separada. They got to put on a pop. Oh, you know, I know what you like that. Zara. Doctor, American, I thank you. I don't know about the then I will do all this plan, and I will do. Why do I take our life to play? Every day. From India, from Malaysia, from Japan, from Britain, from America, that fly in the space of Japan, vanish with everybody on board. Come on. Let's finish this time. Because if it is by violence, then take a ticket after 35. We will, what's the planet on the last year? That's the whole world. Trump, imagine him to become that terrorist, because if you don't allow them to go, you must become terrorist. And you will jump to that first you are building there. Oh, I'm taking an army, man. I'm not going to buy this again. Oh, the man, the face of Brana, Brujamana, who know where I don't know been there. Now, with the kind of kill, you don't know that. That's not the Calabro de Lolo, Dara. What do I take? I'm a time. Oh, first case, first case, first case. That's the Patana guy. Oh, the name of the Cameron Bomber, I'm not going to put that. Cameron Bomber. No one can no check either. People are no, I'm not a big take away on that. Nobody knows soon. I thought we had to pass on, poor packet to pass on. That's the issue. Madame, you stand up. That's another kind of never not too much. Come on. I took capacity quabo. When you're trying to get, don't you know why you know my capacity? I was a you saw my warrior. Oh, Biafra, now what up on it? It's a ballot. All the Patana and then they will see. All the black will just for clock and me. That's more fun on it. Come! Shut up!
All must hail Biafra. Thank you very much. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on WhatsApp, please hold on for me. Good evening from here, caller on the line.
My name is Ifeanyi. I'm calling from Bayelsa.
Go ahead, please.
Please, I want to know the Biafra that you people are talking about. When are they going?
The moment we are able to organize ourselves, we are going home.
Thank you. I love your program. May God bless you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We must continue. Yes, a caller on WhatsApp. Are you still there?
I'm still here till Biafra come. My name is Kinsili.
Good evening, my
brother. IPOB, one family. IPOB, one family. My greeting to my leader, my deputy, every principal officer. Please, Master George Onide, the thing that's going on, both the saboteurs at the corners, accusing IPOB, they are the ones that are killing people in the farm and voicing out that it's Fulani people. I want to ask them, the killing going on in Kaduna, is it IPOB going there? The killing going on in Castina, is it IPOB? The one that's going on in Benue, my dear brother, if you think that you are going to live with such a character, bringing out in social media to talk with a my brother, you are deceiving people at your home, and at last they will see you as a somebody that did not even worth anything. Do you know that people that are forcing our leader, that is wasting the what they have said, the 212 is not what they are seeing. My dear brother, we move at large and we get what we need. Join the nearest IPOB, my dear brothers, sisters, mothers, anywhere you are. That is the key. And you, as if you do something finish, you left the rest to God. That is the only way. And anybody in church tell you that you should pray for Nigeria. Nigeria is a self-proclaimed country. Is British going to pray for Nigeria? Not you. It's easy for you to go where you came from without any war to them. Again, our resources they are using in that Ebony state. Good. Umahi do it that you don't want to see IPOB. You want Fulani people to be killing our mothers, destroying our farm, destroying village, occupying land, settling, having their own village, getting their own school. I think this is time to look after these people, because what belongs to the state, as far as it's in Nigeria, it belongs to everybody. If anything coming out there, let them share it, allocate it to every state, so that tomorrow we feel the pain others are feeling. That is my suggestion from him that sit down there. Let them do something for it, so that he will know that every resources in that land belong to the whole Biafran people. He should be not siphoning it with the 3 or 4 people from the north, keeping it as his own self reserve. George Onibe, keep it on. I'm not happy what people doing in social media about our leader. Let them create their own unit. Even though they are afraid of paying the monthly due or support, let them create the unit and say that they support one call to going on. That will lead us. We will not feel any confusion or anything distraction in this agitation. Many have died. Not no millions of dollars that we give that family, that we will forget that person that killed because of his fighting for his right. Every country must do something as far as you are living in Africa. Even here I am. They don't accept that they are Moroccans, they call them. Only that, even though when I call Morocco, they are fed. So what is this man talking? They are Maghribi. So, and they make them to get their own resource and control it very well. Live good, have light, have water, and move around. Oh, hey, Biafra, Mazi.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We must continue. Yes, a caller on the line. Your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line. Caller on the line.
Jojo Imbe, good evening, sir.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Okay, my name is Udok. I'm calling from Ntejabo. Jojo Imbe, Udoga Devono, Ani Funu Nefu, Aine Jufene Alolo. Belem Nesi, Mazen Nam de Carlo, Bonachineke Genevia. Otu Aina Nugozio, Naya Mana Omego Travel, Rico. Chineke ga-ebuli ụzọ pele ya azụ ọ ga-ebuli ụzọ n'ihu buolie ya n'azụ anyị fụrụ ihe ọ na-eme ndị zoo ihe a bụ ekpele anyị wee na-ayọzikwa ụmụnne anyị ndị Nteje Abọgụ ndị oyi lokal gọọmenti famụlụ anya farapụ ile ana farapụ ịgagasị naanị na-anụ ọgụ na-anụgide onwefa ọmụọ niile na-egbu onwe unu wanyị na Fulani na-aba anyị ime here and there. When you go to Ibarayam, if you send the Fulani name that place, na-ejide ugbo ndị mmadụ na-emebisi ndị be anyị na-anụ ọgụ na-egbu onwefe na-agba onwefe egbe ma Fulani a na-aba anyị ime na-abụ ụmụ agbọ anyị ime na-aba everywhere na our land anyị nọdụ na-achụ ana ndị anya ahụ ana ndị estate developers ndị a bụ ndị Fulani use against our people fabịafanye nwatakịrị ego nwa 20 years enye millions of money ọ na-ele n'obodo a na-agba egbe na-egbusisi ndị mmadụ ana m ayọ ndị be anyị ka famụlụ anya hapụ ndị estate developers ndị ochi ndị Fulani na-ebu ego ebunyefa na-eje na-ego ana na-ebinye ụmụazị fa na-agba egbe na-agbagide onwefa fabata Biafra tata IPOB nke amali ihe na-eme ka ha mali ihe na-eme tapatete n'ụla fa egbuzi n'onwefa Fulani na-akọ nke everywhere na-ezu anyị ochi ihe ọzọ m na-ekwu bụ na ana m ekene Chineke bi n'igwe ka ọ si wee rapụta Nnamdi Kanu wepụta Uche Mofo ojojo onye ibe gị nwa bụ okwu anyị ọnụ one of Igbo land anyị hụ gị n'azụ program gị na-ata anyị ụtọ na-asụ unu biko jisi nke unu jide nke unu ji na onye ndị Igbo ji si nya jide ka o ji na o ji mma onye ọbụla kwuo okwu kwugide unu anaghị esuwela onye anwa any politicians na unu ama aga n'ihu na Biafra ama abịa onye ahụ ga-emecha afọ ife o mere onwe ya ọ sabụ ka ha bụ ha na-ebieli ego na ihe ha na-disgrace onwe ha na House of Assembly yesterday ma ndị na-ekolapse ma ndị na-achị ọchị ihe niile ha ga-eme ihe niile ha na-eme agbagole na mba ụwa niile so ana m ekene unu George onye ibe mana m ga-ala iketa ise ndị elu nọmba nwanne nwoke bụ monitoring street ana m ala ike ka ọ si agụ ọfọ ọfịa na-ele daalụ nne. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Yes, sir. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yes, my able brother.
Go ahead.
Oh, hey, Biafra. Biafrans all over the world. Good evening, good morning. So, depending on your time zone. My name is Mazi Kenneth. I'm calling from Lebanon. My location back home in Biafra land, I'm coming from Obudu, local government, the land of Biafra. My contribution to this broadcast this evening. May God Almighty bless all Biafrans, bless all the supporters of lovers of freedom, bless our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for the good work that you are doing for Biafrans all over the world. Biafrans, don't give up. Anywhere you find yourself, don't give up. Try to find a loving family, IPOB, and join. This is only hope we have. And Biafra is only hope we have. No matter whatever is happening, a child is crying for mother to breastfeed that child. And a child that he said he want to cry to disturb the mother not to sleep. And the mother also, want to breastfeed the child. She will not sleep until you breastfeed that child before you will have your rest, before you will sleep. I'm saying this to Nigerians. Nigerians, leave Biafra alone. Let us go. Marriage is not by force. Please and please, whatever you have been taking from Biafra land for many years ago, please go and eat that one. Leave the rest for Biafrans. We don't want to stay together again. It's not by force. We are begging you people. We are pleading. Enough is enough. We don't want to go into battle with each other. We want to live peacefully so that tomorrow when we happen, we will know that we have bordering together with one another. Please and please, let Biafra go. And all our brothers and sisters all over the world, if you never join this loving family, please try to do so and join this loving family, because IPOB is a loving family, it's a peaceful family, it's a family that's sent from God to our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's only the one that which is piloting us to Biafra land. We know we are all over the world. We are suffering. They are killing us in different countries, putting us in prison because of what? Because of Nigeria. We run away from our home. We run away from our villages. We run away from our town because of what? To look for another way to survive. We have everything it takes to feed our nation, Biafra, but we don't have anything to eat. We walk like donkey, but we eat like ants. Nigeria, why it is so? Why it is like this? Go to the dry land in the north side. You will not find anything there. But when you come to the Biafran side, you find all the green grasses. You find everything. You find any fruit that you want to eat and survive. But today, when you go to Biafra land, you will not find anything there. They use their cows. They use whatever it takes to destroy everything so that the land will remain dry. But I know with God, our land will never dry. Our land will still continue to be fresh to the eternity. Please, lovers of freedom, anywhere you find yourself, join IPOB. If you never do so, try by all means, join this loving family. I'm saying this to Mazi. Can you just permit me? Let me just speak with my brother in my dialect all over the world. But when I give a union, Jesu and Christian Miguel Elephant over meet Mamano, letting I show you a gigi. Kun le tamizubo, it belongs to Biafra. Letting I show you a gigi. Trying with the wine is a little IPOB. The wine and the fellow friend and the quelly and the wine will lead with an wine for no bonus and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. For no lead with Sanjiho Biafra. Try join the IPOB. 18 years show you what you hold down, see Mitimano, join the wine. 18 years show you hate Yanyan, who see Mitimano, my big join the wine, then the little Shashila, the Joshua, the Yahoo, Bonton of Biafra. Biafra for Fana Yellow, without Biafra, the Anui, Linum Yomia, Mitimano. God bless Biafrans all over the world, lovers of freedom, be good people. God bless you all.
Thank you very much. We must
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yes, Mazanibe.
Good morning from here.
Good morning from Moscow. Biafrans and lovers of freedom around the globe. Greeting from Moscow. My name is Maziraf Udodele Indicom. I came from Umuaka in Olo province, Biafra land. But I serve the indigenous people of Biafra here in Russia as the national coordinator. Fellow Biafrans and fellow comrade in his vineyard, it's a privilege that we are the people that Chukwu Kabiama choose in this our own time to restore his kingdom here on earth. And that's why I always say that anybody who finds himself as a member of IPOB, not only member of IPOB, but as a student of our Supreme Leader Mazen Nandekano, you are the luckiest person. Because a lot of people have expected to see what we are seeing today, to witness what we are witnessing today, and also to participate in what we are participating today. But they were unable due to date and cut their life short. But we that are alive today are the most fortunate generation in the history of our people. Because since after the Biafran Nigeria genocidal war, 1967 to 1970, anything concerning Biafra is completely out of the way, and everybody to mention anything Biafra in that contraption called Nigeria is a crime. But today, through the help of our Supreme Leader Mazen Nandekano and all great Biafrans around the globe, today that name has been restored. And now, as a Biafra, you can be able to see any place that you are a Biafra with all boldness, without sharing, without any complex. And then people also will listen to us. So that is the greatest thing that happened in our life. And not only that, but also he who gave us a voice. Because since the history of our people, nothing has united us together like Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra is what have united us together. It become the bridge that have connected us with our brothers, our lost cousins, and the uncles and aunties. We are all united once again. So that shows that the kingdom of God is ready to come. And from what is happening in the zoo today, the way the enemies of Biafrans are falling, show us that the kingdom of God that is nearer more than ever. That is the Biafra restoration. So what I want to say tonight is that all of us, we should buckle up and also add more grace to our elbow, and also be strengthened and be encouraged, not be distracted with what the saboteurs are doing on social media. A lot of people are now coming to social media, especially on Facebook, to show their emptiness. But I think also the Biafran media warriors that always there to put them into their place. So I pray that anybody who is doing one thing or the other for this struggle, for the restoration of our motherland, you should be brave. You should be the happiest person. Do it with all your heart, without grudging, knowing fully well that you are doing it for yourself, for your children, and also oncoming generation. And anything we do in this time can never be forgotten. Before I drop, I want to announce our meeting that is coming forth on Sunday, this upcoming Sunday, at the usual place here in Moscow at restaurant La Cabana, which is located in street Mikula Maklaya, number 11B. So if all the people that I live in Moscow know the place, a very popular place. So the meeting is starting by 4 o'clock. So if you are living in Moscow or Moscow region, or maybe you're a visitor in Moscow, but you're an IPB member, you want to meet your people, where you are invited. And also the old members also, I want you to remind all our people that have been in coma because of the lockdown, to tell them that we are once again meeting physically, no more online. So if you are looking how to get us or any that is to have our contact, you can call this number +7960733 2223. I repeat, +7960733 2223. I pray that or you contact also the Moscow coordinator or our PRO, Mazi Obidibo. All our people, those that are not paid their dues, and also those that are asking how are they going to pay their past levies that have been created, that have been levied or since the beginning of this struggle. Also contact Moscow coordinator and then for detail as we come to the meeting. So I pray that Chukwuka will bless all of us as we gather on Sunday to listen together as a family and also to hear the latest concerning the Biafra Restoration Project. So, Mazonibe, thank you for having me, and also thank Chukwuka Bema for giving you to us as a gift. You are doing great work to your motherland. I pray that Elohim bless you and keep you till his kingdom is being restored here on earth. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We must continue. The original Amiibo man, are you still there?
Yes, I am here.
Good evening, friend.
God bless you.
Go ahead, please.
God bless you. God bless you. Yes, my name is my man Ugo Onyejaka Mazi. I'm the national PRO of IPOB here in United States. Mazi, I reside here in Washington DC. I am from Amiibo. Amiibo is in Olo. Amiibo is the home of the tiger, and the Amiibo is the home of King Jaja. Mazi, I thank you so much, and I thank our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I thank Mazi so much, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. God will bless you. I thank Mazi Uche Mefo and all the principal officers of IPOB, especially my national coordinator here in Washington, in USA, that is Dr. Koro, and then the DC coordinator, Chief Obefi, and our rep, that is our North American rep, Obieno. I thank them very much because of the work they are doing here in the United States. But I just want to, let you know, because I always like to speak to our youth. That is the youth that find themselves in that contraction called Nigeria. This our youth, their future has been stolen from them. Their destiny has been stolen from them. But I want to let you know that the people who are still ruling this country now are the people that from 60s, that is 60 something, up to 90 years old, that's the people who are ruling. Babangida era, Buhari era, that is the Jibril. And all the people, even the senators, you see them, they are more than 60 years. When you come to this American mass, when you are 62, 63, then you are in retirement. And when you are retirement, then what do? Then you are there to mentor the children. But these people have looted all the resources. But it's not even that if they are looting the resources and then they're keeping it to themselves, it is very good because they're going to reinvest it in the country and then create employment. But the issue now is that they are looting this and then they're sending it overseas. All the loots are overseas. They are in America. They are in Europe, Switzerland. That's why they are looting and putting. And when something happened to them, how are you going to repatriate the money? Like a Kyari that is dead. All the money that Kyari kept in Swiss bank, it is there now. This young man that died now, all the money he looted, yes, that is in the account of the Fulani nation, of which Fulani is not a part of Nigeria. Believe me, all those things are the things that you can use to develop the country. They are stealing. When you are a thief and you steal what you cannot use, that means that you are a criminal and you are a worthless thief. So these people are stealing what they cannot use. If they are stealing for just to take care of their family, that is different. But these people, they are stealing and stealing for something that their family cannot use because of their wickedness. So, Mazi, I am asking the youth of Nigeria to rise up and demand for what belongs to them. We are fighting for their future. They don't have any future. We are fighting for their existence, and that is what they are asking for. We are not going to fight for nothing, but only just to restore their dignity. That is what it is. Anywhere you go, they are killing them. Then they are dying in the Mediterranean Sea. Then we are everywhere they go. When you get out of Nigeria, you are a criminal. You go to India, they are killing you there, and then they are bringing you in a body bag. You come to America here, then you are a thief. They will check you twice.
So who is causing the problem? It is because of Nigeria. So all those people who are ruling Nigeria now, they are known internationally that they are criminals. So when they come out, then they're going to check them everywhere. They are staining your name. You cannot travel and then you'll be safe anywhere, because you, even in Indonesia, they are killing you. Anywhere you go in the world, they are killing you. In China, they are killing you. But can you imagine that Chinese people will come and then they will get contracts in Nigeria, and then they will claim that they're coming to help the Nigeria. If they get contract to do a job, they will import all the Chinese people to come and do the job. Okay? They will bring their Chinese people to come and create a job for them. Then if they have a contract in Nigeria, it is the Chinese people that are coming to do the contract. Why we have people who are graduating from the university? We have our youth who work hard just to go and get their degrees, but they can never get a job. But even here in America, where we are appreciated, if you ask them who are the most educated immigrants in America, they will tell you that it is the Biafran and the Yorubas. I cannot say Nigeria because Fulani are not educated and then they are not here in America. So what I am saying is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for the youth of the people that find themselves in that contraction. I want all the youth to rise up because their destiny has been stolen from them. I want them to rise up and then follow Nnamdi Kanu and be a member of IPOB. I know that IPOB are fighting for them and are fighting for their existence. So Mazi, if you happen to see yourself here in United States of America, I am urging you to go to our website, which is www.ipobinUSA.org. www.ipobinUSA.org. Or you can call my number. My number is plus 301-343-1221. 301-343-1221. This is Mazi Ugo Onyejaka. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much, my brother. And hopefully this is where we draw the curtain for this evening segment. And of course, as always, Biafrans must understand that as far as Nigeria is concerned, it's actually designed to play the role it's playing at this moment.